on Crossroads, the red team goes for championship gold on Black Friday. We follow the Eastbrook Panthers.
A special tree is all aglow at Marion General Hospital, the story behind the decor.
Some Christmas music in studio by the Masters Praise.
And how do pork chops square up on the basketball court? Stay tuned for the lowlights. It's all next on Crossroads.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Crossroads. I'm Katie Key.
And I'm Randall King. Good to see you again. I haven't seen you in the chair for a while.
Yeah.
You missed Mississinawa 1812.
I did miss that one. And then you weren't here the other time.
Well,
Tim
no,
was here.
I was around.
You were around.
I'm here with Coach Kyle Boer, and I just wanted to ask you first, what do you think your players were most affected by with the weather and everything that was going on?
We had some drops, we lost a couple snaps, and we had a drive that we were competitive, like about the same score line, and we shut down a little bit when we couldn't get the ball. We fumbled it and lost a whole series trying to get a hold of the snap.
I would probably say that's very true, just because you spend countless hours in a gym or maybe you are in the weight room or doing other extra activities, and you're not at school just the given amount of time. You're there extra. So you're putting in all the extra work in the school, so then you kind of get an attachment where, like, for example, I go back and work out at my high school all the time, so it's like I'm still there, still working out there and stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good memories. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Katie Key, and welcome to December 2016. We're all set for Christmas here, and we hope you are too.
Your players really came alive at the end. You could tell that they were just playing and giving it all they had, no matter what the scoreboard said. I just want to know what'd you say or what'd you do to get them to do that?
There was one point where we made a big mistake. After we made a big play, we fumbled it, and I called them all over the sideline and I said, "You got two choices. We can get better, we can get worse here. What's the choice going to be?" And so they picked getting better.
Well, for many kids, the only way they'll make a garden is if someone gives them a spot to and shows them how to do it. And the City of Marion is turning up some grounds for the kids at Motter Park. Russ Clark found the kids are ready to eat the vegetables right now, but they're learning they'll first have to work, then wait. Welcome back to Crossroads. We're here on location at Motter Park.
And it's been fun being here. I know you're enjoying it for the first time. It's kind of a May tradition, actually. We usually get the show out here sometime in the month of May.
Yeah, I mean, it's really been a fairly nice day, I guess. I mean, it could be a little bit warmer, but there's no rain.
That cannon noise you just heard recently, that is actually a tradition that has been here at Mississinawa, and it was started by Gene Lynn, who was a mayor here for over 30 years. So it's been going on since he was here, and now his daughter has taken over that tradition, and her name is Jamie Eckstein, and it's just an old cannon from a Civil War, so it's really great tradition here. Back to you, Roger.
Welcome back to Crossroads as we celebrate Grant County Veterans and Veterans Day.
Katie, we've been saying it's always so great to see how this community responds to veteran families and honors them in so many different ways. And then they don't let Veterans Day do what some of us can do sometimes, and that is become just another holiday that comes and goes.
Right, that's so true. And to make sure of that, the annual Parade of Heroes on Veterans Day was moved downtown for the first time in many years. And it was a special way to showcase so many and their stories. And if you find yourself at Marion General Hospital anytime this month, take a moment to look at the very large tree, and you'll see that many of those decorations have names attached to them. And behind those names are stories. Once again, the hospital gave people the chance to pay tribute with their decorations. We listened in as people made their memories evergreen. You do not want to miss these performances. This performance is one of the greatest, and Macbeth is on stage at IWU November 10th through 12th and 17th through the 19th. Performances each evening at 7:30 p.m. And for more details or to buy tickets, call the Philippi Performing Arts box office. That's 677-2610. That's 677-2610. As you can see, the Greenway has been here for 16 years, and that's really just impressive the way it's holding up. But there are some improvements that could be made and should be made.
You can see those major sections in the piece that are going to need that grant money.
Welcome back to Crossroads. We're so happy to bring you some music this time of year. And we went all the way across the Indiana Wesleyan University campus to find these guys, the Master Praise Quartet. And with them from the Division of Music, Davy Chin. But before we hear from them, we want to let you know about a special concert for the community coming up this weekend. So, Davey, this concert, can you describe it a little bit so the people in the community can know what it is?
Absolutely. This is a once-in-a-lifetime concert. The 4 divisions within the School of Arts and Humanities, that includes art and design, communication and theater, modern language and literature, and music, have all combined to put together this collaborative concert that is really very exciting. We're going to have art, we're going to have dance, there will be painters painting during the concert, there will obviously be music, there will be some original essays and poetry, and a brand new song written by our composition professor, Dr. Todd Siswarda, as well.
And so what made you guys want to come up with this idea to have a concert all coming together and just doing it together?
Absolutely. This has been an idea in the making for several years, and this kind of concept has been rolling around throughout the School of Arts and Humanities for several years. And this year was just the year we have some new leadership roles that have stepped in and said, hey, let's make this happen. Let's make this our year. So we came together and we talked about it as a faculty and decided it's our year to put this together and start this thing.
Okay, and now we have up on the screen the information about this concert so people can get out to this Saturday and just enjoy a lot of great music. And so now we'll get a little preview of some of the great Christmas music that you might be able to hear this Saturday night. Here's the Master Praise Quartet. Believe it or not, it's now 2 decades old. From a church basement to a jewel of downtown Marion, CSA has touched hundreds of young lives and has a legacy to celebrate. Sometimes just by saying thank you in a public ceremony or just seeing a parade doesn't seem adequate enough for those sacrifices that those men and women in uniform made. And so our producer, Russ Clark, spent some time with a local vet who knows this holiday is a collection of many stories, including his. He's one of the many called the Greatest Generation for World War II memories that for him are very real.
For everyone who's worked on this show, I'm Randall King.
And I'm Katie Key. The Crossroads of Life brings people together, and that's what we try to do here each week.
So long, everyone, and Merry Christmas.